What is up, everybody? It's your boy Ro here. So, back at locals. Didn't think I was gonna come today because the format ain't changed and we haven't got a ban list. However, I'm bored, so I decided to show up, have some fun. There's a lot of different decks here. Got Blackwing, got Gold Prap, my boy Joey here. What's up, Joey? He's gonna win that tournament tomorrow, right? Anime tournament.
First place, baby.
So there's an anime convention in our area called Anime Synchro, and yeah, there's like a cash tournament. I would go, but I have to go to work, and on top of that, I'm kind of over the convention scene. I used to do a lot of that when I was younger. Nevertheless, kudos to everybody who might be going to that anime convention tournament. It's like $2,000 first place prize or something like that, but ARG. But yeah, so I'm playing the same hero list. I might tweak it a little bit to see how if it's get it to smooth a little better. Last week it wasn't that bad. However, there's always room for improvement. I just don't want to do too much because we might get a ban list probably after YCS Philly, which is what I'm guessing. So yeah, man, guess we're gonna get it started. With all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, coming into round one of the tournament, ended up playing against Synchro. A deck I usually don't play against unless I'm playing with my boy David. However, this is against one of my subscribers at the shop. He's actually using this deck. I thought he was using Blackwings, but I guess Synchro is the main deck. So I started off kind of strong, opened up Droll, which is good against Synchro. It's really amazing, but unfortunately for me, he did have a Gamma. Unfortunately for him, though, he couldn't really follow up with the Gamma outside just making a Synchro monster. He did rip a card in my hand, but there wasn't really much he could do. So I started coming back with my cards, DPE, Plasma, and that's pretty much going to steal me game one. Because Plasma and DPE, Plasma negating the field, DPE running the board, is really solid strategy for most rogue decks when you play against it. Going into game two with the side deck, I forgot exactly what I sided in. I believe it was along the lines of just maybe more hand traps. I do side Nibiru and Ash Blossom alongside Cross Dozen and everything like that. He, of course, decided to go first, and of course, I won't draw any hand traps. I sided in my Gamma package as well. Still loving that package. But unfortunately, once again, like I said, I didn't really open up any hand traps. He's popping off, doing the Synchron things, and yeah. So I did have a play hand, like double mass change, poly, just trying to bait stuff. And for a while, I thought I might be able to do something. He had too much. But I was reluctant not to give up because a lot of times I broke boards like this where it's like a slow play and go back and forth, see if you can beat your opponent. But eventually, I am going to scoop it up in this game only because he had too much advantage. But you guys can see I'm still trying to come back. I'm still doing some plays. I'm baiting this negates. And I'm trying to do something. I just was trying to figure out what play could I make. Ultimately, I know the only way I can win at this point is with the Wake Up Your Hero card. However, I had no way to make that because I wasn't never really able to get my miracle because I didn't resolve the polymerization. But if I did resolve that polymerization, it would have been GGNRE. Wake Up Your Hero is insane, by the way. That card definitely steals games in the metagame. So I'm trying to do some stuff with Dread Decimator, and like I said, I am fighting back. Like the deck wasn't really that easy. It was really a back and forth game. It didn't just beat me down, but yeah. And then coming into game three, I decided to go first, of course, obviously, because since Synchron, you make Dark Law, you good. And I'm just gonna pop off. He had Imperma, had Mass Change. I figured he'll side in Nibiru, but I'm like, Nibiru for heroes, it doesn't really do much because we can play through it, as you guys can see right here. I just decided to make Plasma take his Nibiru pass, and that's gonna seal the deal. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, round one is over. Ended up beating Synchro. It was a tough game. I didn't really know what was going on. I lost game two, came back. This is a subscriber of mine. He ain't played in a minute. How you been, bro?
Good. He was awesome player. It was amazing.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. That's what's up. So, yeah, it was a tough game. You guys know my boy David. He plays this deck, so I'm very familiar with it, but I know how annoying it can be. Like, they pop off. Luckily, I had Plasma. Because he had literally Call by the Grave all 3 games. He had Nibiru game 3 and Imperm. Play Plasma, boys. Play Plasma. So, next round, I'm going to get called. I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned. See if I can make a repeat from last week. Alright, guys. Coming to round 2 of the tournament. Ended up playing against Soro against my boy Marcelo. And it was a pretty interesting game. Cause me and him, even though we go to the shop almost every week, we rarely play each other. So every time we play each other, it's always usually a special occasion. I started out strong, you know, hero lives, combos, it works. He's just letting everything resolve. I'm like, okay, he's playing Soro. I knew he was playing Soro. He's probably going to drop a Nibiru. If not, I'll be good. But no, I just ended on DPE Dark Law Pass. And then he started doing Soro stuff. Now, mind you, I knew he was playing Soro, but I forgot that he was playing it. Because like, sometimes he does have a lot of decks. Sometimes he like to play meta, sometimes he like to play rogue. I could have just honestly probably opted for a plasma play. That would have been better. Nevertheless, I ended up losing because Soro DP Dark Law is just not enough against that deck. You really need plasma for that matchup because, and even then, if it's plasma, they open up their engine that can just bounce stuff from the graveyard. Plasma does nothing, which makes this deck kind of hard. It's like almost like a hard counter to heroes. Nevertheless, game 2, I thought they were very similar. I did have Book of Eclipse face down, which is actually going to save my tail in this game. Because even though Dark Law doesn't do much against this matchup, it does burn through their resources. And with main deck Book of Eclipse, I can do things like I just did now. Put him face down, set his field, stop him from popping off, and then popping off on my turn, which is what I'm going to do right now, if you guys can see. And then go for the Wake Up Your Hero OTK. If it wasn't for Wake Up Your Hero, this probably would have been a grinder, which would have allowed him to win. However, but thanks to Wake Up Your Hero, it was definitely a GG no re. Good game, well played. Now game 3, I sided in the worst gamble package, everything I could to beat this matchup, but I drew no hand traps, and of course, against Soro, a deck that pops off, break my board or bust, no hand traps and no main deck hate for that specific matchup, you're cooked. So yeah, I'm going to lose this game. I was kind of salty, but not really, because I'm like, well, I am playing heroes. I did go into the back Uska, but like I said, this matchup doesn't matter. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Oh yeah, they got sniped by my boy Marcelo and Soro. That deck is so annoying. Yeah, nope. Hate when I play against this matchup because if I don't draw my side deck, they just set up a board and I lose. Yeah, came back game 2, and game 3 was just terrible. So 2 more rounds, I think. It's hungry. Dude's watching wrestling. You guys in the future, this is what? SmackDown? They do it on Fridays. Not that it was on Thursdays, but how you doing, JoJo? You doing good? He's a big wrestling fan, so he be all on that TV. Watching them mans in their underwear play, grabbing each other, so he's focused. Messing with you, man. But he's dude over playing that deck.
You used to watch NBA back in the day, right?
I ain't watch basketball. I used to watch wrestling though.
Football?
Wrestling.
Football? Wrestling. So you used to watch The Rock come out in his same underwear.
I'm just trolling, bro.
You used to watch that ball.
Sorry, man. It's all good, bro.
A white skinhead ball head motherfucker who up on a caramel skin motherfucker. You used to watch motherfucker power bump and old ladies on stage.
That was the best, man. That was the best.
That's crazy.
With Mae Young, is she still living? Oh, did she pass? Oh, she passed away? Okay.
Yeah, she passed.
Yeah, they powerbombed her from the top. Yeah, but still.
I was like, he ain't never.
How did she not feel that? She definitely was on some coke or something. I don't see how she ain't feel that.
I was like, bro, what?
Right.
When is murder on the
But anyway, man, that's 2 more rounds left. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next clip.
Alright guys, coming to round 3, the tournament ended up playing against my boy Uri and his 60-card Despia deck. It's pretty much just the new version of Despia's. I don't know if they call it 60-card Despia, branded Despia, but it's essentially branded Despia, just the new version that just runs a bunch of cards and does the goofy gimme puppet lock. It's really just all gas. The deck rarely draws bad. It's as consistent as a heroes can be, probably even more consistent with way more explosive fields and crazy locks like the stupid gimme puppet lock that is horrible because it stops you from special summoning. So he popped off. He started on a lot of plays for days. His first opening board wasn't that powerful for what I was trying to do. I did go into Dark Law, and Dark Law does hurt this matchup because they can't use their Mirror Jade because they have to send the graveyard for calls. And Dark Law sends everything to the Abandoned Zone, making Mirror Jade null and void. And of course, them losing their materials, they're cooked. The only thing I hate about this matchup, they have a main deck monster that you can just normal summon him, pitch a card in your hand, and fuse off the Dark Law, which is the main deck out for this deck. But nevertheless, as you guys can see, we're going back and forth, and I'm getting Gimme Purple locked right here. I still got my Dark Law. I got Honest Neos in hand, I believe, so he doesn't really want to attack because he already knows I got the Honest Neos. And he really can't do nothing because of Dark Law, so he can't pop off like he want to. But he is doing what he can, controlling my board. And I thought I was going to lose. But luckily for me, I came back with the tribute summon of my my monster for a Mally, linked off the Mally, popped off in the Wake Up Your Hero, and GG no re. So I literally stole that game. Literally. Thanks to Wake Up Your Hero's burn effect for every guy he destroys, burn life point damage. It's all good, baby. But unfortunately for me, it went all down here from there. Right now, I did Gamma on him, getting rid of his monster. I didn't know if that was the correct play. Everyone in the shop told me that was the correct play. I thought I probably should have Gamma one of the fusions, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm gonna lose. He's gained too much advantage. He popped off. Give me a poet lock. There's not much I can do. And he sided in the best shoes, which are apparently a thing again. And right here, my camera's gonna die, but I lose because I just got manhandled because I drew a bad hand. GG no re.
All right, guys. So round 3 of the rest, got smacked by my boy Uri using his Despia deck. Interesting game. Game 1, I came back by the skin of my teeth with Wake Up Your Hero. That card is insane. Game 2, I got Gimme Purple locked twice. No hand traps, no side deck. Well, I'm lying. I did draw side deck game 1. Well, game 2, but I lost that game. Game 3, it was. I bricked, opened up, cross-side designator. I don't like the card. I'm taking the card back out my deck. I got to dedicate too much of my side deck to that card, and for Hero, that card sucks, so I'm not siding anymore. Open up that, increase, 2 mass changes, and Honest Neil. Like, Dark Law is cool, but he normal summoned the monster that says Fusion, because my camera died. Fused away Dark Law knows GG, so yeah, scrub today. I did good last week, scrub this week. Just wasn't prepared. My side deck is kind of meh. Haven't played in a month, so considering I did good last week and I would say I did good this week. Like, I didn't just get outright destroyed. I lost in game 3s due to like drawing bad and my opponent drawing the stone. So let me open up my packs and I'll get up out of it. It's gonna be a shorter vlog for sure. Because, like, yeah, just I ain't too much going on. Wait for the format. That gimmick puppet stuff gotta go. That is so annoying because it's too consistent. And yeah, it's goofy. But anyway, let's see. Big money. They need to go ahead and ban Branded Explosion. Big money, big money, big money. No. Branded Explosion and all the ones that bring back monsters need to go. Like, that's super goofy. That shouldn't be locking stuff. Oh, let's go. Got an ulti. Yay. I'm happy. Well, it looks like I won the tournament. Hey, lost the battle and won the war, right? So, yeah, I'm going to get up out of here, get some food, and then I'll catch you guys with a closing statement, so y'all stay tuned. Alright, guys, back at home. It's actually Sunday. I recorded that vlog on Friday. Yeah, I had fun locals. I just didn't do as good as I wanted to, but no worry, because I ain't tripping. The format's really goofy. Like, I know I said it was kind of healthy last week, but after running into that raw lock, not the raw lock, the lock with the whole Despia deck, what they're doing now with the Gimme Puppet is so annoying. And on top of that, just seeing how easy other decks pop off, like Super Heavy Samurai. The format is kind of like how it's been for the past 6 months, where it's like, it's 80% good, but then there's 1 or 2 decks that's kind of nutty. Hero List played out good. It's just, I have a bad Soro matchup for you guys that have been watching my vlogs, who maybe, for you guys that haven't been watching my vlogs but maybe new here, Soro as a hero player always give me a hard time. Glad I went to game 3. Usually I get too old bad, to be honest with you, but with the game 3, just couldn't pull out the victory. And then, yeah, when I lost against my boy Uriel Diaz, for 1, he's a good player, just like my boy Marcelo is, who beat me with Soro. But for 2, if you got the stones and my hand is mid, it's kind of like GG no re. Now, I will say, if you guys made it to this far in the video, feel free to subscribe for more, man. I'm uploading as consistent as I can. I'm a personal trainer, like I've been mentioning in every video, so my time and uploads ain't how it used to be. However, I'm trying to bring you guys at least 1 video a week. That's what I'm trying to commit myself to, and it's mainly my vlogs. So if you guys made it to this far in the video, you guys like me as a person, like my vlogs, hit the subscribe button for more, all right? It's your boy Rogue Hero, and I guess we just wait on the ban list at this point. There's not much to talk about. I'd be glad when we get it so that way I can build my deck more. More than likely, I'm not going to Nationals this year because I'm trying to build my business. However, my main goal is to try to find the most optimum hero build for you hero players out there. So, yeah, man, feel free to let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section down below. like the video, and subscribe for more. Peace.